Hi, this is Brian with RentalTrax. I'm just making a video here to show you some of the features of our software so that you can make an informed decision on whether our system will be good for you. So through your email, I see that you just want to learn some more about automating the process and saving some time for order entry and stuff like that. So I'm going to walk you through the process. What you're looking at here is our dashboard, so it shows you any events for the day on the left. Some more information. So these are your upcoming activities on the left, sorry. In the middle is your daily activities, what's happening on Wednesday, October 15th. And on the right is a quick search for your available products. But what I want to show you first is this new order button. When I click on this, this is where you're going to start. First thing you're going to select is the type of event that you do or the type of booking that you're booking. So whether it's maybe it's a residential booking that you're creating or a commercial or business to business account, whatever you want to do, so you can track the type of customers you have, but also so that you can really separate your paperwork, because what you ask one client in a certain industry is going to be different than the questions you ask in another one. So you can customize the paperwork for each one. So we'll do an equipment rental on this one. First thing I'm going to do is put in my customer, so I can just quick search them here if they're a repeat customer, or use on the left hand side the new customer button. I'm going to skip through this pretty quickly, but just so you're aware, when you come on as a client of ours, we train you on every step of the way so that you know exactly what you're getting into. So I'm going to say that they're renting for 5 days, almost 6 days here. I can see it here. When we do the training, we go through every single line with you so that you understand. But for now, I'm just going to go through here and highlight the key features. Automatically over here on the right hand side, my contract is attached for me so they can see my terms and conditions. I can have a drop down of as many terms and conditions as I want to choose from, so you can vary it depending on the type of client again. Down here I'm going to set my status, so this is important. If the client is just asking for pricing, we don't want to reserve the product, then we set the status to price calculation. If they want us to hold the product for a certain amount of time, say they want 15 days or 14 days to choose, you set the status to quote. That'll generate a report for you telling you how many outstanding quotes you have in the system. So you can look at it and say, we've got $120,000 in outstanding quotes that are older than 14 days, and it gives you a list of people to follow up with to make a decision. When they are ready to go and it's confirmed, you set the status to booked. So I'm going to do that now. Down here in the custom field section, this is where you create your own notes, your own field. So whatever information you need on your system, or on your paperwork for that client type, that's what you can create here. It's completely up to you. Down here, let's put in some equipment. So if I type in tank, let's say I'm renting tanks, I can see I type in tank, it gives me a list of any of the different tanks in my system, how many I have in stock, what the value is, etc. So we'll rent tank A, and I can choose that I want to rent 3 of them. It automatically calculates my price, including my taxes, my costs, etc. So I can see that now my order is $4,536. It's applying a factor here, so you can set what your factors are, what your multiples are. So this is a 6-day rental, so I've set in my system, if somebody rents for me 6 days, they pay 2.8 times the daily rental rate. And you can customize this however you like, and it'll automatically apply that factor. When I go ahead and click the next line, I'm going to add another line. I'm going to type in tank again. I want to show you what happens when you don't have the stock. So here, this MTW 300, I have one available, but if I try and rent 3 or 13, it automatically says selected quantity 13 is not available. Quantity is changed to 1. So it won't let me overbook. So that way I'm not making promises that I can't keep. I can then come down here, and if I want to add insurance to the order, I can use the calculator and I can select insurance. I can choose what product types I want. So we have 4 different product types. Rental being products that are leaving and coming back. Standard are disposable products. So I'm looking at then products like gas tanks where you're going to use the fuel. Well, the fuel's going to run out, or maybe there are items that you sell off and you don't keep anymore. So it's a ramp that you're installing in a home, for instance. It could be anything. That's your standard product. Your virtual product is stuff like your delivery fee, insurance, labor, setup, late return fees, all of your non-physical products. And then packaging is where you can group everything together. So A client might want you to provide a service for them, and they don't really understand all the pieces that are needed to provide that service. So like you create a package that's, service package A, and the client sees how much that costs, and it's $4,000. And then on sublines, you get to see all of the pieces needed to create that service for them, and that's given on the paperwork for your side. And the client doesn't have to see all of the pieces needed. They just care that they're getting taken care of. So then I can add this to the order. I set my percentage at 12%. I'll add this, and it automatically calculates and adds the insurance to the order for me. So I can look here and I can see that my cost of this order is about $5,300. A big notice in here is I can see that with this MTW tank, here's a big tell. My cost of renting that tank is $250, so it costs me $250 to fill the tank or store it or whatever. But I only rent it for $140, so there's a reason why my profits would be negative here. And then the same thing up here. It cost me $1,000 per tank to rent, and I'm only making $1,400, so my costs are, based on this factor, it's $1,000 a day. I'm not making enough money on this order. So I'm going to scroll back up to the top and just keep moving forward here. Along the top, you've got additional tabs. If you want to put any payment on here, if they're putting down a first deposit, I can select that they're paying with check, and I will say that they are paying $2,000. It automatically deducts the total, gives me a new total due, so I'm okay there. I can set my delivery information in here. It's automatically filled in with the customer, but let's say I have a specific site that I'm delivering to, and it's already in my system. I can search it, and it automatically fills it in for me as well. The responsibility tab allows you to make somebody responsible for the order. So somebody in your office might create the order because they answer the phone, but somebody else is going to actually fulfill it. So in this case, Michael will created it and filled it. And then you can use crew planning to do similar. So I can say, I want Michael and I want Ryan. I want both of you need to be available for this job. So it's internal communication. So I'm letting them know that they're booked to work for this job. So I don't have to call them and I don't have to ask them. I'm communicating through email and through notices inside the system here. The last two tabs are the files, so I can attach internally. Maybe I want to attach a map or delivery instructions, setup instructions, etc. Internally, and then same thing to the customer. Maybe they need to see an insurance certificate or driver's license or anything like that. We can attach to the files. And the last tab is our media tab, which ties directly into our mobile app. Right now we've launched the Android platform. The iPhone platform will be coming soon within a month. So what this does is you can take pictures through the app and upload it to the event. So if a piece is broken, or if you want a picture of the item being used at the event or whatever, your driver can upload it right into this order, so it's attached right away. Also, when they deliver, they can accept an e-signature right on the screen, so the person can sign with their finger right on the driver's phone screen, and it will upload here as well so that you have it all. So for now, I want to click Save so that I've saved this order, and I'll show you a couple things that change. So what we see here is a log tab, so it tracks all of when something was changed, who changed it, and what they did. Any changes to the order is tracked in here. And then I get these 5 action icons. So I'm going to download the second one first. If I hover over it, it says Order Customer. I'm going to click on this and download it, open it up, and here's the paperwork that's generated for my client. So you can set this up however you like, but it's showing the SKU number, what they're renting, the price, quantity, subtotal, and the total all being shown in here. And here's the total including tax. And obviously you would want to include a line that says payments made and outstanding balance, and you can do that. You can change your logo around, make this look however you want. On the second page is going to be our contract that's automatically attached. So we know that all the paperwork has been automatically generated, and we use dynamic fields to fill in the information for us so that we don't have to go through and plug in name and phone number and customer information and all that stuff. It's just automated because it's a waste of time to do the rest. I'm going to download the internal sheet next, which is the first button. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. Very similar, but what we've done here is got our information and the booking information, and then a lot less information about the product. So we get the SKU number, we get where it's located, and in the text column we get to see exactly what products we're renting out and the quantity. So we don't have stuff like pricing or anything like that because your warehouse guys don't need to know that. They don't want to know all that information. They want it simple. So that's going to create your entire booking. The last step is saving an automated email. So we want to click to email this to the client. You can select a pre-made template from here. So when I select order received, it automatically fills in all the information using dynamic fields again to make it look like you sat down and wrote out this email, but that's a waste of time. Let the system automate it so you can focus your efforts on something else. That's pretty much it. That's putting in the order. We have a lot of different packages to help you out. If you have any other features that you want to see, please let me know and I'll happily make another video. You can email us at info@rentaltrax.com and we would be happy to help you out. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.